Hello Archers, this is week 4 geography and we are making a Shekere, which I'm very excited about. In Nigeria, this is a super popular musical instrument, and what's really fun is that in the Nigeria song, there's a part where you shake your Shekere, so you can do that with your class. What you'll need is 5 strings for each of your students, 1 rubber band, and then a handful of beads. What I've done is I've put 5 beads on each string. If you want more or less than that, it all depends on your resources in your bag. So step number 1 is you're going to take all 5 of your strings, and if your students are able, they're going to string their yarn on 5 of these beads at the end and then knot them. So they're going to put the yarn through, and then at the very end, they'll do a double knot. If you do not have students that are able to do this, have your room moms do this, or you guys can even get your resources before and do it then. So do this 5 times. All right, so you have all of your beads tied up. You're going to bunch them up like this. This is the easiest way to do it. You're going to get your rubber band on the top of your container. You're going to put it all the way around your beads. Your beads should be above the rubber band right here. Then you're just going to tighten your rubber band. And you can wrap your rubber band as many times as you want. Then you're going to take your strings, and your beads are going to keep it on the rubber band, but you're going to spread them out throughout the width of the bottle. And you can have your students do this if they're able to, but you're gonna just evenly space them the best that you can. And I have 5 on this one. All right, so tips and tricks for you. You can either have your students string up each of their beads where the bottle's facing up like this, or if you're able to with your bottle, you can flip it upside down and have them string it like this. And this is so that gravity's not working against them. Miss Mandy came up with this. It's a brilliant hack. And so you take each of your strings and you're just gonna have them string 5 beads on them each. If you have more and you're able to do more, then awesome. But if you don't, then I make sure that there's 5 in each of your bags for each of your students. And then after that comes the next step. All right, so we've strung all of our beads on each individual string, and now we're going to collect all of the ends of the string, and you're gonna bring them up, and you're gonna do a big knot at the bottom.
And then we cut it a bit, I think.
And this is how they make Shekeres with gourds. They'll take the strings and they'll pull them up all at the bottom, and they'll tie them, and then they'll have this string shaking from the bottom. All right, now you're gonna spread out your beads. Now, at this point, if you left them where they were, they'll eventually make their way to the very bottom. We're going to put a piece of tape at the very bottom of each of these pieces of yarn. I just wanted to say, if your kiddos are having a hard time getting the beads on the yarn because the yarn starts to unravel, just put a small piece of tape at the end. Now, here we go. We have our Shekere. And if you have some extra beads, you can put them inside. It'll be even louder. But this is traditionally how they play the Shekere. They turn it and they shake it. So now you'll have it whenever you play your song. All right, so as an alternative for you, if you're feeling brave and you're feeling good about this, you have paint available to you that you can coat the inside with. Now this bottle has a label on it. If you don't want to take this off and take the time to take off all the residue for it, you can cover it with a piece of construction paper, write your name, decorate it, whatever you want to do. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take your acrylic and you are going to just do a couple of pumps in your bottle.
And then shake it, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shake it.
All right.
Can I have glue too?
And then you're going to have the student, after you securely put,
No.
I'll put it on in a minute. After you securely put the cap on, you're gonna shake it up.
You can tell.
All right, so I added acrylic paint and just a little bit of water, and then I just gave it a good shake, and you're just gonna keep shaking. And then you'll have your Shekere just coated in one color, and they can just keep shaking and playing their Shekere and spreading that color. And there you go. Now you have a colored Shekere that's all decorated.